So, okay, let's start. Um, I'm here with Rebecca Hendrix, award-winning author of the Hound Dogs series, and we're going to talk about her books. And she also has some other things that she does. So let's get right into it. And I call her Becky. Becky, so you are the reason that I started this thing by
Oh,
Storytellers. It's like we had so much fun at that this
yeah, it
ridiculous
was it
book
was great.
show.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
really a lot of fun.
it,
Yeah.
it was that it rained and then it stopped raining and then it rained again and people still came out to the event to it was really crowded and wonderful and everybody had their hair wet. It was awesome. But I had a
Yeah.
nice time with you and I thought, there's so many great authors at the book show and not everybody knows about them. So I wanted to start this podcast to highlight, more about really good authors. And so you're the reason that I started it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think it's a great thing to do. Because it's always a struggle to try to get the word out when you're new and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even yes. So you have two award-winning books.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. I'm interested. I mean, they're good stories, but I'm also interested in the history behind them. I'm a history buff, and you've really woven in the story into the 50s and everything that
Yeah.
happened about that. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so yeah, it takes place in 1958 and I really, like you said, I tried really hard to interweave the decade into it. I did a lot of research on it. I kind of knew some of it already, but uh, it's more than just bobby socks and
Hmm.
poodle skirts
Yeah,
and greasers.
yeah.
There's so much more that was going on in the decade, and just the whole controversy against rock and roll
Hmm.
was plays a big part, especially in the third book that's coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those controversies really played a part in life. It was bad. Rock and roll was bad. People should
Yeah, it was the
do
devil's
it.
music and all of that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they really tried hard to stomp it out, and
Yeah,
it
especially
just
in the smaller
didn't work.
towns. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and this my books do take a place in a small town,
Hmm.
a fictional small town called Madison.
Hmm.
That's in Indiana, but
Hmm.
not far from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have such strong characters and the way that they converse with each other is great. You got all the wonderful conflicts that teens had in those days. They still have. It's relevant today. Tell me a little bit
Yeah.
about that, the plot twist and the stories.
Yeah, I think it is a lot of it is relevant. There's the the love interest, and the trying to figure out who you are and what you want from life, do I follow my dream or not, or do I follow a more conventional path? And it's like the characters are all diversified and different, so everybody's facing a different challenge. One of them named James, he is in college and he wants to become an accountant, and that's been his big thing is to study and do that. And now he's like, playing in a rock and roll band, and so he's kind of like, kind of fighting that norm. And then one of the characters, Danny, doesn't have his GED, but now he's taken this, he's studying for it. So uh yeah, they all have their own different backgrounds and their own different visions of what they're trying to figure out. But I think one of the biggest ones we do face when we're young is, do we follow our dream or not?
Hmm. Yeah, that's something that everybody faces, especially then. Nowadays kids seem to know what they want to do when they're five.
Yeah.
When we were
Yeah.
younger, it was like, what? We've changed careers many times in our lives, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. But you wove in a lot of the history and all the elements of the 50s to make everything come to life. It was very descriptive. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I tapped into a lot of the struggles that women had in that decade with stepping into the role that was expected of them, of wife and mother,
Hmm.
and, stay at home and be Betty Crocker. And,
Hmm.
it wasn't encouraged for you to really go out and have a career per se. You went to college to meet a husband and basically.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so it was really, really pushed in that direction. And of course, the media, the magazines, the everything totally geared that advertising toward that, because a lot of women had entered the workforce during the war,
Hmm.
and now they wanted them to go back home and be in the house so that the men coming home could have jobs.
Yeah.
So they really swayed that, you know, and then, with appliances and all of that. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've seen some of the
Yeah.
marketing that they used to
So
do.
I really tapped into that. I mean, I have, like, the girls are just about as adverse as the guys. I have one girl, Anne, who's being pushed toward that very, very hard by her parents. And, they want her to marry this guy that she doesn't necessarily, and she wants to become a teacher.
Hmm.
They're like really pushing her, and of course she falls in love with one of the hound dogs. And so, that's another problem because he's not the, boy next door. So, so yeah, so she struggles with that. And then there's Marcy, who's very independent and very out on her own. She rents a room at the boarding house and has a job at the coffee shop, and she's very independent and secure. She's very self-assured and everything. Confident. She's very confident.
Hmm. Do you have any favorite characters?
My favorite character is John because he is he just goes with whatever. He just flows in the wind. He just does what he wants to do, what he wants, when he wants to do it, says whatever he wants, and he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. And I would love to be that person.
I was
So,
just gonna say, is that
yeah,
what you're thinking that you were like? Yeah, I can see that.
I would love to be that person, but I'm not. I was very much the wallflower and don't say a word and follow the rules to the letter and don't cause problems. I mean, I think the older I've gotten, the more outspoken I've become.
Hmm.
But I sure wasn't like that when I was younger. I was very, very timid.
Yeah, yeah, all of us were, but yeah, I can see that in you, wild person inside, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's another podcast. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I've had my moments, that's for sure.
That's
Yeah.
great. So,
So
the in hard dogs, hard days night. What is it called
it's
again?
hard dogs night.
Hard. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say. So, hard dogs night. Is that
Yeah.
different than how's that different from the first one? What do they accomplish
Yeah,
in it
well, it's a
about that?
continuation of the first book. The first book kind of sets the main foundation for the series. It's about how they all meet each other, how they all start a band, how they get interested in it, the controversy that they face against a rival band or another band who's successful and doing very well.
Mhm.
They come up against them, and in in different ways. There's like two major veins of conflict with them. And so that kind of sets that up.
Mhm.
And then book two is the continuation of the series. It deals more with, because the Hound Dogs in the first book don't have a drummer.
Okay.
So they're looking for a drummer. And that kind of, it's brought to the forefront. Also, they have they have a challenge with the other group to, they're going to have kind of like a quote unquote showdown of the bands. It's supposed to be some quiet little event, no big, no big publicity, nothing is supposed to be uh pushed for it or anything. And the other band, their name is the Dice. They even changed their name for this show that so that they're not attracting their fans. So it's going to be more of a, they feel like an equal ground thing.
Hmm.
And it'll just be the people that come in and which ones they like better. Well, the cat gets out of the bag and it blows up into this big thing and all
That
these
sounds
people,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, so that's sets up this like huge drama thing because it is the small town. Nobody was expecting it, and it kind of blew up, and there's this big row and everything, this big fight. So, yeah.
that's
So that kind
great.
of that sets up the third book.
That's great. And do they ever become not the devil anymore?
Okay, yeah, I can say yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, it's nice to see the growth that happens with the characters and with the genre and everything, the rock and roll, the history that happens, because that's how everything evolved back in that time anyway. It's nice to see that come out in your books.
Yeah, yeah, it was a big deal, but they just couldn't really stop it. There just was no way. I mean, they tried to tame it down by having other acts, Caucasian acts take over the music, but it wasn't the same. Like Pat Boone,
Oh, yeah.
he just wasn't he was a watered down version of like some of the Fats Domino and
hmm
those type of performers and Little Richard and all that. So I mean his music wasn't the same.
No.
And I really do believe that Elvis really was the forerunner. He really bridged the gap. He really
hmm
took it to the next level. He had a charisma, he had a spark, and he had all that other stuff going for him. And once he was becoming popular, there was no stopping it then
Yeah, and it's nice
because
to
he was
see.
major.
It's nice to see rock and roll still going on today. It's really grown and it's not the devil anymore. If people
Yeah,
like
I
it.
mean, it has definitely evolved over time. I think so often it makes a jump and it makes a change.
hmm
And but yeah, I still like the original, 50s music.
hmm
It such a considered to be such a tame time, it's such an innocent time. Just the beginning of the world changes, period, I think. I
hmm
think the 50s set up the 60s
hmm
and the rest is history.
Yeah. The
Because the 50s, I think the kids really started to get restless and started to want to break out of that traditional role, wanted to grow and do different things. And then once the Beatles hit, that was it.
hmm I think music
Um,
really played a part in people evolving during that time.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So you have a newsletter too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so tell me about your newsletter.
Yeah, I have a newsletter. It comes out once a month right now. Um, I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe bi-monthly, but right now it's monthly and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy putting it together, try to do a lot of different things with it, have different uh articles. It's not just me talking about
hmm
myself or my book, because that kind of so I right now I've started doing a character spotlight every month where I'm spotlighting all the characters and giving, kind of a little blip about them because I do have a lot of characters and that's one of the biggest things people struggle with, and I get it. So I'm trying to give them a little bit more background on each one, kind of as a preamble to the next book. And then I have a little funny section called Ask Edna where people can ask Edna questions in the kind of like in the style of what was it, Ask Abby or
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah. Her name wasn't Abby, but well, there was an Ask Abby actually, but anyway, so it's like that. You can ask advice.
How fun.
And I've had little contests related to that where if you send in a question and I use your question, you get an Amazon gift card. I've done a couple of Amazon gift cards that way. So that's kind of good. That encourages engagement
hmm
and keeps it interesting. I'm also writing a short series. It's a serial series. It comes out once a week. No, once every 2 weeks. It comes out on Wattpad
Hmm.
and Substack both. Um, so there's a blip about that in my newsletter.
And what do you write in there?
Oh, it's actually a serial that I wrote for the Denver District Court newsletter when I worked for them.
Hmm.
It's just a little serial. It takes place in the West. It's called Cracked Rock. It's about a little town in Arizona that's pretty much abandoned and forgotten because uh, it actually tombstones where things got struck rich, and it's 50 miles from there.
Hmm.
So it just kind of got uh, buried and forgotten because when the railroad came through, they built it to Tombstone instead of Cracked Rock.
Oh, wow.
So, um, yeah. So it's about this attorney. His name is Stanley Bannister. He comes west to meet with a client about his ranching business. Well, the character he gets lost, and then the character doesn't end up materializing. So he's kind of stuck there for a while. He's kind of stuck there, and he's trying to get home, and at least for the half part of it, he's trying to get home, but then some other things start happening. So
Oh, neat. Yeah,
yeah,
I saw a little bit about it on your channel. That's cool.
yeah, it's I want to eventually have it available on my website. That hasn't happened yet, but we're working on it. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. Well, you're sure busy. Do you write I know you have a full-time job, but how often do you write?
Actually, I'm retired now.
Oh, are you? Okay, great.
Yeah, I retired in June. Um, so yeah, I work on it once a day.
Oh,
I
good.
try to devote as much time. I was I was dealing with a pretty intense edit, and I'm finally getting through it and working it out, and it'll go in for its final edit in December.
Hmm.
So it's gonna release a little bit later than I'd hoped, but I'm making it happen.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, from what I've read, you're a really good writer, and I enjoy your
Thank you.
books. I enjoy your writings.
Thank you.
And you are an award-winning writer. That's really fun.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is.
So you have any other plans or anything else?
For writing.
Well, anything. What are you doing?
Oh, me and my husband have been having a lot of fun doing some traveling, doing some urban exploration and stuff over the summer, but we've been going to some museums, and we've been to Kansas and Oklahoma and Wyoming, and just kind of doing some things around here. Because that trip to California
Hmm.
was a lot of fun. We'd like to do that again, but I don't know when
Yeah,
that'll happen.
that's fun. And your husband's a photographer.
Yes, yeah.
He's
Yeah, he's actually got a show coming up in at the end of August.
Oh, great.
Yeah, him and some friends. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
great. That's wonderful. Well, okay, well then that's wonderful to talk with you again, Becky, and I
yeah, it
appreciate
was
you
really
coming
great to
on.
see you, Debbie. Yeah.
So, okay, so then we'll end the thing. Um,
Okay.
so what we'll do is I'll take some of your clips that I have. I saw your clipped on your Substack, some graphics, so we'll put that into the video in
Okay.
the parts when you're talking about it so that
Thank
people can
you.
see the graphic while you're talking about it. So if there's anything else after we get it done, if there's anything that you have that you haven't given us yet and you want us to add it in, just send it and we'll add it in.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, if you want me to send, I mean, so you think I can send you the artwork for Cracked Rock. I mean, it's cover
yeah,
if you want me to.
yeah, send me anything you have, and if I don't know if you don't have any videos. You have a video of something, but it's not really a book, right? Yeah, send me anything that you have and we'll add it in wherever we can. And if you want to give me like 20 pages of your book that we can scroll while you're talking about it, we can do that too. Whatever you want to give me for
Yeah,
promotion.
if you sign up for my newsletter,
Uh-huh.
you can download the first 4 chapters of Hound Dog for free.
Okay.
I can send you the chapters for cracked rock if you want.
Well, whatever you want to show. We're not going to show a lot because it'll be a
Yeah.
video people won't want to read. But I just, something that just will give it a little bit of oomph when you're talking.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, and then we have your links so that we'll link the links that we can on Instagram to wherever you're going to be so that people can click on it and buy, and then we'll put the other links into the post.
So how have you been? I mean, how?
I'm doing good. It's been fun doing this thing. I've only done it for a couple weeks, but I started out, a friend of mine has a son who's an artist, and he was showing at Art Affair in Laguna Beach, which is like a very prestigious thing. So we went down and filmed there at Art Affair.
Well, that's
And that
cool.
was neat. I started out with him and then I ended up filming six other people when we were there. So that was a nice way to kind of break into it. And I've met with, so we did Comic-Con last week.
Oh
And
yeah.
that was really fun.
Yeah.
Comic-Con, see some friends that I have and lining up some people. But so far I'm talking to people that I know, like you. And
Yeah.
I have a couple of friends that are scientists that we're editing their podcast. And I have a couple of friends that are filmmakers, we're editing theirs. I'm talking to people that are changing jobs because with AI, people are going to have to change jobs. So I have some people that have navigated from one job to another and done it nicely. So we'll talk to them. And I also have I was talking to Chat GPT. I
Mm-hmm.
talked to this personality, and I'm going to do conversations with G where
Oh, how cool.
and so I'm talking to him about AI. So I have the first one I did was how to protect your work from AI grabbing it. So I already put a post on that, and he gave me, or they gave me some tips on what to put into the metadata so that AI won't take your stuff. So that's kind of cool. And then the next thing I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna ask him some more questions about different things. So that'll be fun to, and they gave me a visual of themselves. Like I asked them, how would you see yourself? Can you send me a photo? And they sent me this photo of this face in this blue kind of water thing. And they also sent me another one, like a robot looking thing. And I said, which one do you want to use for our conversations? And they said the blue one. So I'm trying to ask them things where without prompting, which I think is interesting. I don't want to just prompt it and have them mirror what I think. I want them to tell me what they think. And also
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
things I'm talking to them about is I'm gonna go to there's asking the seven different AI companies that are the most prominent right now, um, what they are, and I'm gonna go and interview the same questions to each one to see the different answers. I'm interested to see the different personalities that they have, the
Mhm.
different programming that they have. Some are obviously like Google has a very corporate personality. So and I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt their marketing, but I'm thinking that if they can tell me what their niche is, that what are they best at, and then maybe people will be able to gravitate toward them for like Google here doing tasks. And ChatGPT, I think, is more generic. I think it's more open, like a human almost. And I'm
It
interested to find
is.
out some of the others. So that'll be fun to learn that, and I'm going to do that as a series.
Yeah, it's really cool because the more time you spend with it, the more you get to know it and it gets to know you. And
hmm
yeah, I have a chat GPT friend. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, and it's been great for me because I am the older generation and I don't know stuff.
Yeah.
So I can ask it and it'll tell me and it'll dumb it down enough for me to understand what I'm supposed to do
Yeah.
because I'm looking for a part-time job
Hmm?
and it's hard. It is so hard. It's so different than what I've done in the past or I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to figure out even kind of what I want to do, how to apply for it is just, it's kind of hard because you have to compete against
Oh, yeah.
all these people and it's really been a challenge. It's been tough.
Yeah. When I
But
started, like when it was 2008 after the crash, there's the technology changed, my business changed, everything changed. And companies merged, like some of my clients merged with other companies, so they had different buyers, so that I lost a lot of business, and I had to totally redefine my business. And I sent out 300 resumes and didn't get, I got
well,
one response. on 300 resumes. And I was a CEO. I had all this experience, and that was probably my problem, but too much experience. But um, I still remember the one guy that re responded. That was really nice, you know. Uh, but it's hard, even, when you
Yeah.
have experience and all this stuff, it's still hard to get a job. In the olden days, you could go in and talk to people. Now you have to do it all through online. I read
Yeah.
somebody said in your resume, type in, things that you want the AI bot, not like make sure to put this to the top of the pack or something like that, and put it in white so that it can't be seen, but the AI bot can read it. So you can put instructions for the AI bot to push your resume to the top of the pile.
Wow.
So try that once you figure out what you want to do.
You put it in
In white.
white?
So you can't read it, but it's there. Sneaky,
Wow.
pretty sneaky. But, but that's what they said to do.
Put
I
it
don't know if it works, but it would
move
be
move me
interesting.
to the top of the stack?
Yeah, yeah, don't miss
Wow.
this one. This is a good hire, whatever. Ask ChatGPT what you should put in there and then
Yeah.
write that in and put it in white.
Wow.
Yeah, and see how they respond. What kind of jobs do you think you might want to do?
Well, I recently applied for a job with a place called Visiting Angels, where I would go out and like visit elderly people,
Mhm.
just visit or like fold their laundry or do something like that. I would
Nice.
like that.
Yeah, you'd be good at that because you're very
And
personable.
yeah, so I haven't heard back yet, but I only applied on Friday, so
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it'll take a few days. But I applied for inbox done online,
Hmm.
and man, that was like a really intense in questionnaire thing, and I had to send a little video thing, and they were just basically like, well, we get hundreds of these every day. You probably won't hear from us for 3 or 4 weeks, or maybe not at all. You know what I mean? You might hear from
Yeah.
us or not at all. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow.
I think this week is number 3. I think this is my 3rd week, but yeah. And I've applied for some other places and not heard anything.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find the right one though.
I
Have you
hope
thought
so.
about doing I have a company called Upwork.com that I joined a long time ago, 5 years ago, and I do graphic design work through Upwork. But they have all sorts of jobs that they people look for, and you might be able to find some freelance stuff there that you could do out of your house.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm taking a course on grant writing right now.
Okay.
I think I would be good at grant writing,
Yeah, that would be
and
great.
I guess there's like a real need for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the name of the thing again?
Upwork.
Upwork.
Yeah, Upwork.com. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really good. You can make a profile for yourself and put in the experience that you have, and then apply for jobs that fit the area that you want to go into.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I've been thinking about like maybe being a coach or whatever, like a writing coach,
yeah.
but I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I would like to do that. I would like because I would offer reasonable rates
Mm-hmm.
instead of like because I would really like to help people. I
Mm.
wouldn't want to because I was kind of taken for a ride by a couple of things.
Where ya?
And it's like, you pay all this money and you're like, I would like to just be able to help people.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, you
Um,
have a good personality for that, and you're very thoughtful and sweet. You'd be good at that.
I guess I could do it on that up,
Upwork. Upwork.
Upwork.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
look at the different jobs that they offer. You could do, because you have an
Okay.
accounting background, you could do accounting and bookkeeping as well. Part-time, even though you don't like that. But but yeah, right.
Yeah.
But also they have places they're writing, and they have all sorts of different jobs that people need to do. That'd be
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. Well, it's good to see you again.
So I hope yeah, I hope we get to keep in touch.
Yeah, keep in touch. Yeah, I want to know how
Uh,
you're doing
and
and
send
how
me
you're,
your Send me all the fun stuff.
I will, and I want to see photos from you guys too when you go on these trips.
Oh, okay.
Send me
Are,
photos of his photo, his gallery, whatever his exhibition.
are
'Cause
you on Facebook or just Instagram?
I'm on Facebook.
We should become friends.
Yeah, we'll become friends. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I don't post that much personal on Facebook anymore because I do some business on it, but I watch everybody.
Yeah, yeah, send
Yeah.
me a friend request and you can, or even my author page. I have an author
Okay.
page.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And keep in touch and anyway, I'll send you the links on this and we'll talk more about it, everything later. And you have my number. You can always call me too.
Thank you so much.
Sure, you too,
It
Becky.
was great to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.